Now what we see in the Middle East, as we have been warning our peoples for years, that tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. That's the king of the north. And this north and east that we show you in our booklet, Middle Eastern Prophecy, proves that it is Persia. The two words, north and east, that you read in Daniel, the 11th chapter, verse 45, the two words identify the area of Persia. And in Isaiah, the 41st chapter, verse 2 and verse 25, Isaiah 46:11, talking about the prophecy of Cyrus, and it says that I have raised up one from the north. And that Hebrew word is the same Hebrew word used in Daniel, the 11th chapter, verse 45. And he shall come from the rising of the sun. That Hebrew word is the same Hebrew word used in Daniel, the 11th chapter, verse 45, of the east. It's the same word, the sun or the east. And shall he call upon my name, and he shall come upon princes, upon mortar, and as the potter treads the clay. Calling a ravenous bird from the east. There's that word again, same word. The man that executeth my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have proposed it, and I will do it. And these passages are talking about, the K&D commentary explains, the ravenous bird is the east, is Persia, and the distant land, the northern part of Media. Cyrus is called an eagle, or strictly speaking, a bird of prey. Barnes' commentary says the same thing. This north and east area is Persia and Media. Now I'm going to put the scripture on the board for you so you can take a look at it and see what it says. Daniel, the 11th chapter, verse 44. The context for verse 45 is verse 44. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Now, the latter end of that verse is describing the war on terror. Then it says, and he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and in the glorious holy mountain. That king of the north we have identified as the President of the United States of America. The context, why does he plant tabernacles, the tabernacles of his palace in Israel? Well, the context is because of tidings out of the east and out of the north, which we have identified as Iran and Media, and that's where ISIS is, and that is where the problems lie for the king of the north, who is the President of the United States of America. This is where the problems are, and this is where we're getting tidings out of, from the caliphate in Media, from the Ayatollah out of Iran, continual talks about destroying Israel, about destroying the United States. They're the great Satan. Israel is the little Satan. And, of course, Iran says that if provoked, their response will be swift.